So, I popped into High House Insurance to see if they could quote for my house insurance rather than using the internet. High House got a great deal. So to celebrate, I bought a posh hairdo. It made me look beautiful, gorgeous enough to become a highly paid model. I then won Celebrity Big Brother. I had an affair with an MP. Now I'm promoting a doll of me that says, "Cool, blimey, you're well fit."
Happy things happen when you talk face-to-face with High House Insurance. See if we can beat your home insurance quote from the internet. Find us on the High Street, Selsey, or call 606 552.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to Manhood Internet Radio. I'm Tony Weiner, your host for this show. We have sent Keith Barnes around the peninsula this week, and he has come back with a lot of interesting interviews. Now, Alison cannot be with us this week, so Keith has taken over the reins, and it's over to him now to tell us what's on in the area.
And welcome once again to What's On, our weekly look at what's going on in and around the area. Well, now, sadly, Alison can't be with us again this week because her husband David had a bit of a prang in a car and he's incapacitated, but I do believe he's on the mend, so we wish you well, David. And come back, Alison, please. And we're going to take a look at what's on in and around the area for the coming week. Now, on Thursday, the 1st of December, Selsey Cinema Club is showing Gosford Park, and that's 7:30pm at the Town Hall, and entrance for that is £5. And also on the Thursday, the 1st of December, the Venture Club are doing an amenity run to Bognor. Now, I'm not quite sure what that involves, but it starts at 8:30am and it returns at 11:30am, and you can book it via the office on 605 115. On Friday, the 2nd of December, Seal Primary Academy has its Christmas fair, and that's from 3:15 until 5:15pm, so you can go along there and support the little ones. Now, on Saturday, the 3rd of December, there's quite a bit going on. Selsey Lifeboats are having their Christmas market, and that's at the Selsey Town Hall from 9:30am until noon. And the first Selsey Scouts annual Christmas fair, and that's on from 10am until 2pm at the Scout Hut. And if you'd like to have a table at the event, that costs you £5. And you can contact Jenny on j.rrie@btinternet.com or Debs on 07872 491 901, and she'll give you more information on that. And also on Saturday the 3rd of December is another Christmas fair, and that's in aid of Selsey Cancer Relief Fund, and that's from 10am at the Methodist Church Hall. Now on Wednesday the 7th of December, Selsey Library Christmas Coffee Morning and Baby Rhyme Time. You try saying that quickly. Celebrate with Medbury Primary School's choir and a hot drink and a mince pie at the library from 10:30am until noon. On Saturday the 10th of December, there's carols around a Christmas tree on Church Green. And St Peter's Church at 4pm in aid of the Snowdrop Trust. Everybody's welcome, including children with well-behaved parents and their doggies. So if you want to take your kids and your dog, or kids, if you want to take your parents and your dogs, you can do. And on Sunday the 11th of December, there's a Christmas sing-along at St Wilfrid's Church in Church Road. So I've no more information on that, but I'm sure you can find more information if you go on the website for Selsey Information Exchange, or even have a look outside St Wilfrid's Church. And also there's Discover Pagham Harbour North, and that's a guided walk starting off from the Salt House on North Wall, and will help you discover the Breach Pool and the north side of the reserve, whilst keeping an eye out for winter thrushes, wild fowl and waders spending the season here. And that starts from 10am, and it's 3 hours duration, £7 per person, £4 if you're a member, and booking is essential for that, and you can do that on 01243 641 508. Moving on to Monday, the 12th of December, the Venture Club. Once again, they're having their Christmas lunch at Chichester Golf Club. It's £15 per person for a 2-course meal. And if you want more information about that, you can book via the office on 605 115. And that's it for this week from Selsey area. We'll have a short piece of music now, and then we'll go across to the Witterings and find out what's going on over there. That's Honky Tonk Bar there from Purple Planet Music. Right, we're going across to Bracklesham and the Witterings now to find out what's going on over there. And we start with Thursday the 1st of December down at Bracklesham Barn, and there's quite a bit going on over there. There's a Busy Bugs Toddler Gym, and that's 9:15am until 12:15pm. The Thursday group, that's 2pm until 4pm. Cinema Night, and they're showing The Intern, and that's 7:30pm. And then at the Memorial Hall, there's West Wittering Short Mat Bowls. And if you want any more information about that, you can contact Chris on 07788 111 325, and that runs from 10am until 12 noon, and again from 2 until 4pm. Then there's Pilates at East Wittering Village Hall from 6 until 7 in the evening. And there's private ballroom and Latin dancing, I guess that is. And that's at East Wittering Village Hall, and you need to book an appointment for that. You can contact them on www.strictlydancinguk.co.uk, and that's from 7pm. And down at the Pond Barn, there's an auction, and you can view from 5pm, and the auction starts at 6:30. Do like an auction. I might make my way over there for that. Now on Friday the 2nd of December, there's Short Mat Bowls once again at Bracklesham Barn from 2pm until 4pm. Line dancing at East Wittering Village Hall from 2pm until 5pm. And the private ballroom and Latin dancing at East Wittering Village Hall. And once again, you need to book an appointment for that. Saturday the 3rd of December, there's a charity jackpot draw at the Pond Barn, and that's from 9pm. So get down there and see what you've won. See if you've won anything. On Sunday the 4th of December, as usual, there's a Windrush Church meeting at Bracklesham Barn, and that's from 10:30am until 12:45pm, and you can go along there and see Pastor Andy Stevens. On Monday the 5th of December, there's Vinyasa Flow Yoga down at Bracklesham Barn, and that's from 9am until 10am. The Ducklings Parent and Toddler Group from 9:30am until 11:30am. Short Mat Bowls from 10:30am until 1pm. A Yoga with Elaine from 7 until 8:30pm. And the ARO Ladies Kickboxing with Verity, and that's from 7:30 until 8:30pm. So don't go there for the yoga and get mixed up, because you might get a bashing. And also at East Wittering Village Hall from 7 until 10pm, there's line dancing. Now on Tuesday the 6th of December, it's a toddlers learning group down at Bracklesham Barn from 9:30am until 12 noon. There's Yoga with Elaine, and that's from 10am till 11am. And the badminton club, and that's from 7:30pm until 9:30pm. And moving on to Wednesday the 7th of December, well, there's motorcycle training. Now, you need to pre-book for this, but that's CBT training, and that's at Bracklesham Barn from 9am until 11am. So if you fancy riding a motorbike during the winter, get down there and do your CBT. And there's also table tennis, and that's a drop-in and play session, adults only, and that's from 10am until 12 noon. My old favourite, belly dancing, with Step Inside Limited, and that's from 1 until 2pm. And there's Zumba with Louise from 6:30pm until 7:30pm. And that's a brief roundup of what's going on in Selsey and Bracklesham and the Witterings for the coming week. And don't forget, of course, if you know of any events that are coming up, well, then why not give us the information and we'll put it out for you. All you've got to do is drop it on an email to manhoodinternetradio@gmail.com, and we'll be more than happy to oblige. It's whether you're an individual, whether you're a part of a group, some association, whether you're a business, just let us know what's going on, and we'll be more than happy to include it for you. Right, now that's about it for this week. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Thank you, Keith. Now something we have been keenly waiting for, the answers to last week's quiz.
And here we have the answers to last week's quiz. Well, Kevin asked us, what is the most southerly racecourse in Great Britain? Well, that's, of course, Newton Abbot. What bird sang in Berkeley Square? That's a nightingale. What bird has the Latin name Troglodytes troglodytes? That was a wren. Which New Zealand psychologist is married to Billy Connolly? And I think that was married to Billy Connolly, actually. I do believe they've split up. That was Pamela Stevenson. And which Womble shares its name with a city in New Zealand, which is, of course, Wellington? And the connection is, they've all appeared on British banknotes.
We have another brain teaser later in the show, but now we go over to Keith, who has an offer we cannot refuse.
Now with me now, I've got Ray Nye, and Ray's a local group scout leader over in the Witterings, and at the moment I believe he's standing in as chairman as well. And Ray's going to be telling us about the Santa's sleigh that they have going around the villages, and New Year's Big Dip. Now I'm looking forward to hearing about this. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning. Thank you very much indeed for the opportunity of being able to spread the news about a bit. I'd like to just give you a brief outline of how it all started. This was following the scout group supporting the Wittering Lions around here for many years. Unfortunately, the Lions discontinued in the village, and the sleigh was kindly donated to our scout group to continue the event as in the past. Obviously, when we received it, the group spent quite a bit of money to bring it up to our Scout Association rules, and actually what you see today, the condition of it. Over 11 evenings, the sleigh will cover 134 roads in Brackleshire, East and West Wittering and Burdham. Last year we delivered over 250 parcels, which were taken to footworks in the village by the residents the day prior to the delivery. Father Christmas and the sleigh is also outside footworks between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Saturdays, the 10th, 17th and even Christmas Eve. So if they want to bring their children along, we'd be very pleased to talk to them and have a chat to them.
See Santa on his sleigh?
Yes, Santa will be on his sleigh, yes, and his reindeers. This year's road visits start on Monday the 12th of December and they continue to Friday the 23rd of December. We're out between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Of course, this is weather permitting. We have, a couple of years ago, a very bad, icy night. Even though we said they shouldn't go out, they went out because Father Christmas doesn't stop for anything.
Well, he can't afford to, can he, really?
He can't afford to,
If it takes you 11 nights to do 134 roads and he's got millions to do in one night, he can't be hanging about.
The only trouble is Father Christmas does actually stay too long at the houses, which means it's running very late.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's only once a year. Over the past years, the donations have been made by the group to local youth groups, along with donations also to the fire service, first responders and St John's. They all support us on our other event, the New Year's Day Big Dip. The Big Dip has become an annual event on New Year's morning with over 2,000 spectators on the shoreline. The numbers of dippers who are brave enough to take part average around 80. Signing at the Shore Public House between 10 a.m. to 11:15 this year, with this year's dipping at 11:30 a.m.
Well, if I'm not there, Ray, start without me.
Well, don't worry, I will give you a ring about. I will give you a ring about 4 in the morning to make sure you're up and ready. We've had to make it earlier, unfortunately, this year because of the tide times. Because if you have it any other time, it'd be too deep and things like that. We look forward to more dippers this year as the numbers rise each year, and sponsor forms are available on the group's website. May I give that out?
Certainly, absolutely.
Thank you very much indeed. It is First Birdham-Witteringscouts.btch.co.uk.
And I'd just like to reiterate that address there because I think Ray had a bit of trouble reading my handwriting. It's First Birdham-Witteringscouts.btck, not H as Ray said, and that's .co.uk. So that's First Birdham Witterings Scouts.btck.co.uk.
Thank you very much indeed, and we look forward to seeing you in the water on Big Dip.
I know you said you look forward to seeing more dippers, but it strikes me, you may not suffer from the same thing, but it usually works out that if you're going around with a sleigh and you're doing collections, that you end up short of people actually to do the collections. Now, I think really we should make it a forfeit, and if people don't come down and offer their services to help you out collecting with the buckets on the way around with the sleigh, then they should be made to do the dip.
Do you know what? I think that's the best idea I've heard.
You reckon that would work out
I think
fair?
what we'll do, we give out some slips on the way round. We'll let you stand and hear the abuse afterwards when we give it to them.
Yeah, don't tell them I said.
No, we could also do with bucket collectors as well, but that'd be
it's
great.
usually the case.
Yeah.
But,
The biggest problem we have on the Big Dip is, although we say we want you there by 11:15 for dipping at 11:30, you know what happens? Everybody walks in at 11:30. Then I got shouted at from the end of Shore Road, "Where are the dippers?" And you say, "Well, we've got a queue here booking in." Well, are we going to wait? I said, yes, we are going to wait. So we always run that little bit late.
Or to save making the queue any bigger, I'll stay indoors.
Oh, what an excuse. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, thanks for coming in, Ray, and just letting us know about what's going on with that. Let's hope it all goes well. I'm sure it will.
Thank you very much indeed.
And I'll be looking for your name to see if you've taken part in the Big Dip.
I should be in the office. I'm too old.
Thanks once again.
Thanks very much.
Cheers now. Bye-bye.
Now with Keith in the Witterings, he's gone over to talk to Karen Grunet about the events going on there.
Right, my next guest is Karen Grunet, and Karen's going to be telling us about some things that are going on in and around Witterings over the coming weekend.
St Anne's Church Christmas Festival weekend, actually. St Anne's East Wittering warmly welcomes the wider community to join the church for the celebration of the Christmas Festival weekend from Friday the 9th until Sunday the 11th of December, the 10th year of this wonderful occasion and joyful preparation for Christmas. The annual Christmas Tree Festival will be held in the church throughout the weekend from 10:30am until 4:30pm on Friday the 9th and Saturday the 10th, and from 11:30am until 3pm on Sunday the 11th of December. As in previous years, you are invited to bring a tree to St Anne's decorated creatively to reflect your family, business, organisation or charity. And in 2015, 49 beautifully decorated Christmas trees adorned the church. The display is always spectacular. On the evening of Friday the 9th at 7:30pm, St Anne's will be the venue for Jazz in the Isles, when local band Chai Jazz, some of the finest musicians of jazz in the south, will entertain guests. Come and listen, tap your feet, or join in and dance in the aisles. Tickets costing £10, including canapé and a drink, are on sale in King's Bookshop, telephone 01243 673 061. That's 01243 673 061, or at St Anne's. This promises to be an excellent evening. St Anne's Christmas Fair will be held in East Wittering Village Hall from 10:30am onwards on Saturday the 10th. This very popular event is the perfect opportunity to do some Christmas shopping and enjoy good company. Stalls will be offering a wide range of goods with local crafts and homemade produce such as cakes, jams, chutneys and marmalades. There will be hamper raffles and bottle tombolas. Refreshments, including soup, tea and coffee, will be served throughout. A grand draw with generous prizes from the sale of raffle tickets will end the fair. The Christingle and toy service takes place in St Anne's at 6pm on Sunday the 11th. This hugely popular service for the whole family usually fills the church. Father Steve explains the significance of the Christingle, and an orange with its candle is given to each family to take home. Those present are invited to bring a new and unwrapped toy, and these will be distributed to families in need by the Salvation Army, whose band will be playing our favourite Christmas carols. And the retiring collection will be donated to the Children's Society. Please do come to some or all of the events of this wonderful Christmas festival weekend. You are promised a really warm welcome and a very happy time. Contacts for any queries are Churchwarden Barbara Blundell, telephone 01243 670 791, and I'll repeat that, 01243 670 791, or email Karen Grunnert at btinternet.com. That's Karen Grunnert, all one word, btinternet.com.
Well, thanks for that, Karen. Now, there's no reason for people in this area not to get into the Christmas spirit, as there's so much stuff going on. You really got to feel Christmas living in Witterings and Bracklesham with all this sort of stuff going on. So all they need to do is to take part.
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to publicise this event. Really grateful.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, in this festive season, we go over to hear from Andy Stevens.
And with me now, I've got Pastor Andy Stevens from the Windrush Church. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. Last time I spoke about other worlds and do aliens really exist? So I want to carry on with that theme. We concluded last time that there are two other worlds according to the Bible. The world of God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit, where angels are servants and protect and do the bidding of God. What do they protect against? This is against the second other world. This is the world of darkness and evil, a domain where they are always fighting against good and all things of God. In the Bible, Daniel prayed, and when the angel arrived after 21 days, he said God had heard his prayer on the first day, but he was restrained by the prince of Persia, and Michael, the archangel, came to help. These other worlds are at war with one another. Jesus said, "You must be born again." That is, born of the Spirit of God. Jesus came to teach us of the two other worlds, and he died on the cross and rose again because of the war of the worlds. We are shown a way to move from the dominion of darkness to the kingdom of light by inviting Jesus into our hearts and asking him to forgive us and all the wrongs we have done. Then we will get the revelation of the two worlds, and the kingdom of darkness will be at war with us because we have changed sides. Jesus taught us how to pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. There are two particular points in this prayer that is relevant today. The first one is, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. God wants us to enjoy the kingdom of heaven here on earth right now. The second point is, deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. God wants us to realize we have an enemy, and he is none other than the fallen angel Lucifer, known as Satan, the devil. He does exist, along with many other fallen angels, and he is hell-bent on destroying as much as he can. We do have a victor, though, and his name is Jesus. We are taught in the Bible to follow him, and by doing so, it will destroy the works of the evil enemy, Satan.
Well, thank you for that, Andy. And we know that we can find you any Sunday morning that we like down at Bracklesham Barn at about 10:15, is that? 10:15 till 12:15 or thereabouts. So let's hope some people come down and see you in the flesh. Thanks once again, Andy.
Thank you.
A thought-provoking message, and now over to Kevin for another brain teaser.
Right, hiya, Kevin the quiz. This week's quiz, connections quiz, 5 questions, 5 answers. What's the connection? Question number 1. What is the alternative name for a screech owl? Screech owl. Question number 2. Classic music or old music. By what nickname was the musician Hughie Ledbetter better known? What was his nickname? Question number 3. Where is it said that souls go that have not been baptised? It's not hell. Where is it? Question number 4. In fashion, what is the level to which a dress or a skirt hangs called? There's a name for it. What is it called? And question number 5. Advertising. Which company advertised with the slogan, "The name on the finest blades," as in razor blades? So there's your questions. What connects all the answers? Good luck.
That has probably given you some mental pain. So we go over to Keith again, who is talking to Steve Subside about his pain relief, health and well-being practice.
Now, did you know that there's a new health and wellbeing establishment that's opened up recently? And it's at Unit 15 Northley Farm in Burdham. And with me now is practice manager Steve Sepseed, who runs it with his wife Jenny. And Steve's going to be telling us a little bit about some of the range of treatments available. Morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Now, a new health and wellbeing centre called Fresh Start.
Yes, the business was started a few years ago by my wife, who was specialising in pain relief treatments. And we very rapidly realised that just one approach to treating people's illnesses wasn't the answer. For every condition, there's multiple issues. So Jenny has spent the last 5 years on a learning path for different therapies, all of which are now under Fresh Start Health. We still do extensively the pain relief management treatments, along with classic massage, Indian head massage.
I've had some of that, actually. It was so relaxing.
It is, yeah. You've got to try and stay awake.
Very difficult.
But combined with all of that, she's a qualified nutritionist, naturopath, and she studied with some of the top people, a gentleman called David Wolfe in America for her nutrition. And this is very much a family business, and some of the other treatments are undertaken by our 2 older children who are recently qualified. We have our son Caleb, who is a qualified personal trainer, sports nutritionist and aqua massage, and our daughter Kyra, who is qualified in classic massage, Indian head massage, lava shell massage, which is the modern version of hot stones, very, very relaxing, and a list of other treatments.
The thought of somebody putting rocks on me doesn't appeal very much, I've got to say. But I do understand that it is quite relaxing.
Yeah, very.
I'm just having a look now through some of the range available, as you say, classic massage, Swedish massage, Indian head massage. I was just having a look to see which ones I've had, and I've had a few of them. Now, a lot of health and wellbeing places, or a lot of massage, I want to say parlours, but I don't really want to say massage parlours, but a lot of establishments that offer massage are limited either to male or mainly limited to female. You cater for both, I believe.
We do. Jen will treat both male and female. She also treats a lot of children, from teenagers down to very young 2 and 3 year olds. I've had specialist treatments before, and the teenagers are rather prone to needing nutritional guidance, I think, as any parent will tell you.
Yes. No more crisps and Mackie D's.
Yeah.
But not necessarily good for you. But you also, I mean, the pain relief, and that's a big part of what you do. And of course, to anybody that's suffering pain, it's a big part for them as well. You treat things like rheumatoid arthritis, which can be extremely painful.
It is. Unfortunately, there is no cure for arthritis.
No.
All we can do is improve the quality of life for the person that's suffering, and there's many ways that can be achieved. which goes back to why I said there is no one treatment to treat anybody that walks through our door. We have to look at a set, have to pull on different skills. So if someone came along with arthritis, obviously a massage can be very relaxing. The Scanar pain relief treatment, which uses, it's a Russian device which uses very low-level electrical impulses that talks to the body. It's a bit like pins and needles, so it's comfortable, but rapid results. So it's a combination of massage, the Scanar treatments, changing in diet. Certain things you eat can really aggravate arthritis. And we also sell a large range of healthy teas and coffees.
Is there such a thing?
That's what most people say. Yeah. Unfortunately, your body is healthy when it's in an alkaline state, and coffee and tea are the most acidic drinks you can put in your body. But what we sell are these products that are alkaline based, so that they have a Chinese herb in them that you can't taste. It's a super herb called Ganoderma lucidium, which is the most alkaline plant on the planet. So hence, when you're drinking these drinks in your daily routine, it's addressing problems. And one of them, there's a red tea, which is extremely smooth because it has no tannin in it. Has had amazing results with easing the pain of arthritis. So much so, we've had someone that had to inject every week to reduce the pain, and now no longer has to inject.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean,
yeah.
Anything that can reduce pain by that much.
Yeah, it's not going to cure it, but it's going to
not.
dramatically increase the quality of life.
Yes, I think my wife would probably be interested in that because she drinks all strange teas. To me, teas made by Typho or Brook Bond or somebody, but it comes with a little fella from Yorkshire. But with herbal remedies, which is basically what the teas are, they've come to the fore over the past 20 years, I would guess. There's lots of, now on the high streets, there are Chinese shops selling all manner of herbs and stuff. One springs to mind, which is a couple of doors away from some friends of mine up in Windsor, and they promise all manner of cures and treatments using herbs. So now their windows are still intact, so I guess that they're not, there's got to be some goodness in what they do.
Yeah, I mean, what people have to remember is that, what should we call it, traditional medicine supplied by big pharmaceutical company isn't that old. It's been around for quite a few decades, but herbal medicine has been around centuries, and it works. Now, it's like everything, you're going to get believers and non-believers, but all I say to the believers is try it.
And of course, I suppose if we think about it logically, that most of the drugs that are made by the drug companies are actually made from herbs initially.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and contain some herbs.
Yeah.
So now, if people want to, they're not sure whether they need your services, as it were, can they just pop along and say, look, I suffer with a bad shoulder or something like that, what would you suggest?
No, talking doesn't cost anything. Come along, have a chat, give us a ring. You're exactly right. A lot of people know they're not feeling well or know they have a certain sort of pain, but just do not know what to do about it. And that is one of Jen's major roles, is to help put people at ease and explain to them how the different treatments or combinations of treatments can help them. And it's entirely up to them. They can come along, have a cup of tea or a coffee, have a chat.
Not that strange tea.
They can have.
They'll all be worried now about coming along and what kind of tea you're giving them, or coffee you're giving them.
It tastes good, but if they want traditional, we can serve them traditional.
Okay. Well, I mean, people are usually they're put off by places like wellbeing clinics, because there's a bit of scepticism there.
Yeah.
They're not sure actually if it can help. Now, obviously, you're going to get situations where somebody comes to you and they have a session of treatments, or they just have a couple of treatments, and they find that it doesn't help them. My outlook on that would be, well, it was worth a try, because if you're in a lot of pain or you've got a lot of discomfort, I'm just thinking of a shoulder injury I had.
Yeah.
That I went and saw the doctor and I had to keep going back for physio and this and that sort of stuff, and it took ages to actually, because you're going to the NHS, you can only go once a fortnight or whatever it is, they can give you an appointment, whereas to come to somebody like yourself and say, look, I'm sure it's muscular, but could you have a go at it and see what you think?
There's a big difference in the 2 points that you just explained there. When you go for physio, that is sort of trying to recover the damage that's been done. It's not intensive. It's not in depth. It's not looking at the cause of the problem. So if you've got a painful shoulder, why is it painful? Not the fact you fell off a chair, but what injury is causing the pain. Now, when you have a pain relief treatment with the technology, the scalar technology that we use, the device is actually treating the source of the problem, not the pain. It treats the source of the problem. So when that is fixed, the pain goes away. So, as you said, some people might come along and not have results after a couple of treatments. We haven't had anybody yet. We will never stand there and say to a client, we will cure you of this, we will cure you of that. All the treatments do is wake the body up to heal itself. And that the pain relief treatments, when someone comes in for their first treatment, they get asked their pain levels on a scale of 1 to 10. And they either will walk out with it significantly increased, not the pain increased, but the treatment has significantly improved their condition. And in most cases, after 2 or 3 treatments, they'll come back afterwards for what we call maintenance visits. But just try one. You'll soon see.
If somebody just wanted a massage, I quite enjoy massage.
Yep.
It's so relaxing. It's incredible, and it gets your mind into a right state. It gets your mind into the correct state to deal with a lot of things.
Yes.
And so if somebody just wanted a classical massage, back, shoulder, neck, what have you, or a full body massage, they can come to you for that. They don't have to be in agony before.
No. Preventative is brilliant. Jen will go into companies and treat multiple employees in the workplace, because employers are more and more in recent years are seeing that if your employees are less stressed, not tense and stuff like that, then they get more out of them.
Yeah, a company I used to work for actually. They used to get somebody in and they'd come around and give you a neck massage at your desk. Because the company believed that it was beneficial, that you would end up, you spend 20 minutes, half an hour having your neck massaged and relieving the tension, and that you would be far more productive after that. And so they considered it was a benefit, and worth the investment, as it were.
No, we treat people for, as you say, for different pain levels, or those that just come in for a de-stress, or the ladies that come in because they want to pamper themselves on a regular basis.
What about us men pampering ourselves? We should do that more often.
We can, but not so many seem to want to pamper them. But you're right. They should do. We deserve it just as much.
Absolutely. Why couldn't I have my eyebrows plucked and go and get my nails done? I think it's unfair. Now, all joking aside, Steve, if people want to contact you, how can they do that?
All right, give us a call on local number 01243 514 158, Or if they would just like to know more first before talking to us, they can visit the website, which is freshstarthealth.co.uk.
Well, that's brilliant. And just to remind people, you're at Unit 15, Northley Farm, Main Road, Birdham.
That's right.
So if people want to pop down there and see what you're about, or put their heads in the door and say, look, I want to book a massage, or could you have a look at my shoulder, or whatever.
Yep, they're always welcome.
That. Wonderful. Thanks very much now, Steve.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Something I need. So before you also dash off, it just remains for me to thank all our contributors, including Local Life Magazine, our sound editor John Mallett, our presenters Keith, not forgetting of course our producer John Fletcher. So it's goodbye from me, Tony Wiener. Until next time, bye.